Good evening, all of you.
Very good
Am I
evening.
audible?
Good evening, sir.
Hi, good evening.
First of all,
Hello, good evening,
thank
sir.
you. Yeah, thank you and warm welcome to all of you.
Thanks for the invite.
sir.
Thank you.
And
Thank you.
we are all, excited to have this journey. ICWIM Level-3, right? We are starting today, and possibly by third week of December, we will reach our destination. So let us open the session. Before we start the session, let's understand some facts about ICWIM Level-3 paper, right? We should understand something about it. So the screen is visible to all of you?
Yes.
Yes, very well.
Yes.
Good.
Yes.
So Level-3, this is the starting date of the batch. And this is the syllabus, right? 8 chapters and the marks. Total 100 marks, 100 multiple questions with 4 choices, no negative marking, and each question 1 mark, and you have to score 70 to pass. Okay? Okay. Right. So you have got 2 hours exam and 70% no negative marking. And we recommend, and this is also mentioned in the textbook, 150 to 200 hours you have to plan, right? So every day, if you plan 2 hours, it means about 3 months. So 3 months is a very good ideal time to clear exam, right?
Okay.
And whenever we have any chapter we cover, you have to really finish it that day. Don't pile up, right? Not that I'm busy, I will do next week, right? So it will be piling up, pressure on you. So as and when we study one chapter, you should finish it, do the mock test. Every chapter we have about 100, 150 questions. 8 chapters, we have about 1800 questions. And 1800 questions if you do, and you get 80, 85, it means you are comfortable, you are ready to go to exam, and you can possibly get 75, 78. That could be the range. So you have to read the notes often, again and again, and do the mocks also again and again until you reach 80, 85, 90. Keep on doing mocks. Once you do mocks, your understanding will be clear, right? But not that only mocks and forget reading the book. That will not help. Book means the book you have got from us. This book is prepared from the CISI book. CISI book about 448 pages. But we have prepared, summarized, compiled, right? You would have got the books and all. So you have to read my book, our book, not the CISI book. So our book is again prepared from the CISI book. Okay?
Okay.
Exam, yes, please. So examination can be taken at any time. Centers are in Dubai, in Abu Dhabi, in all the countries almost. Even in India also there are centers. Pakistan also could be. Yes. Result declaration same time. 8 hours CPD on successful completion and more details on the website. So CISI is the certifying body, exam conducting body, right? What we are providing you, hard copy of the book in binding form, 25 mock tests, LMS access, everybody would have got the credentials, ID and password. So all the classes are loaded there. You will get the videos and all. For the e-reading, you also have the book also loaded there and also mock test links. Exam booking assistance and 3 batches, 6 months, right? So you are there with us for continuous 6 batches, 3 batches. Now, one batch we are starting today. We will complete end of December, 3rd week of December, right? We will start one more batch in 1st week of January. So you will be taken for 3 batches. 6 months is a high time. Within that time, you should clear the exam. You don't have to pay again, okay? But exam fees you have to pay again. So let us not go to that, that situation. Let us prepare well and do the exam and get the certificate. Okay. So these are all chapter-wise breakup, financial sector, industry regulations. These are the topics and all. So we will know one by one. How to pass the exam? Attend the sessions regularly. Before the class, please go through the materials provided. Let's say next class will be chapter number 2, industry regulations. If you just go through, just take your eyes, that's all. So you become familiar on the headlines at least. So that will help to understand better in the class. During the sessions, please be attentive and ask questions. Always keep an A4 notebook, pen and calculator. There are certain questions we have to do, we have to solve some numericals. So you should be ready. After the session, please review the lecture and read the materials, submit the mock test and try to achieve more than 85% in our internal mock tests. Post your doubts in WhatsApp group already created and total time about 200 hours. And our training period will be about 35 to 40 hours, about 15 to 18 sessions. Okay. Read the questions carefully, rule out the wrong answers, and take more difficult questions later on. Whatever is easy, you should do quickly. These are other courses also we are providing. Introduction, level 1, fundamentals of financials, level 2. This is level 3. We also provide UA regulations. We are starting a new batch on 18th November. And combating financial crime, risk, global financial compliance, all these courses we are providing. Right? And this is my name, Aditya Sahu. I'll be your faculty throughout your course. There is no change of faculty. And this is what I do, my designation and my number. You already have got it. Okay, so let's start. Any question anyone would like to ask? Any question on about the course? Any question anyone would like to ask?
Sir, the question formats will be in MCQ, right?
Exactly. You have question with 4 multiple choices. There is no descriptive questions. There is no negative marks, right? If you select right choice, you get 1 mark. There is no penalty for choosing a wrong answer. Yes, sir.
Mock test is there in the textbook, chapter wise.
Yeah, chapter wise mock test links are in the LMS portal.
Okay.
You have got the password ID, get in, log in. Every chapter at the end, we have a link called mock test. You click there, one window will open. the Google form. Then you can select the right choice and submit. You will get the email. Which questions are wrong, you can look at it. So whatever questions are gone wrong, what you do, those questions you caught it and put in a Word file, right? And next time, focus on those questions. You don't have to repeat the same questions if you already gone correct, right? I mean, sir.
And sir,
Yeah,
are
which
there
one?
any mathematics? Mathematics also will be there.
Yeah, there are 4-5 numerical questions. We
Okay.
have one chapter called financial advice. We also have a chapter called economics and investment analysis. We have financial analysis, present value, future value, some statistics, right, are there. But I would
Okay.
like to make it clear, you may get about 3 or 4 questions involving calculations, right? But for
Right.
3 and 4 questions, we spend so much time, we neglect other 96 questions, topics. So don't take stress, running behind the calculations. 4 questions just to come, Ardhana, right? You can randomly
Right.
do, but no, you don't have to waste so much time in calculations. Let's say financial analysis, ratios and yields. You all are not financial persons. You don't have to break your head for 1 or 2 questions, right? So numbers and all, just leave it. We have 96 questions, 97 questions without numbers. So focus on that.
Right.
Any more questions, sir?
No, sir. Thank you.
Yes, sir. I have just a quick question.
Hmm.
I have the syllabus of 2024. So is it the same one or change it?
Sir, we are in 25. The syllabus changed in 2025 March.
So it's not the
Yeah.
same.
Ruby, welcome. Ruby, welcome. Hey, give Sumit, come. Our chair le aao, kursi le aao. Yeah, please come closer to me. Yeah. So let me also show the book. Okay. So let me open the textbook, right? So this is your March 2nd, 25 to 1st March 27. This is the version number 7. This is the new material, right? So again, in March 27, they will change the book. We don't care, right? Well, before that, we would have already got the certificates. So we don't have to care about the other next version, right? Okay, next question. Any more question? Right. This book I will post in the group, in the WhatsApp group. You can keep it, right? But just to make you very clear, you don't have to read this book, right? You read our book. That is enough, right? You have time, read my book again and again. You don't have to read this book, and you don't have to go to YouTube. What is it? You have any doubt? Post in the group or call me, send message to me personally. Without wastage of time, I will clarify. Right? Yes, sir. Any other question? Very important question. Calculators are some, yeah. You could hear him asking? You could hear the question?
No.
Okay. So the question was, if calculator allowed in the exam. Calculator, sometimes they allow, sometimes they don't allow. But there is calculator inbuilt in the system. So you have to start using the laptop calculator, right? We will also use laptop calculator while we are having the class. You take the calculator. If they allow, is okay. If they don't allow, no problem. Possibly they will give calculator. If not, then calculator in the system. Next question.
One of the questions that you had, it says, 8-hour CP something question. What does that mean?
CPD means continuous professional development, right? Once you clear this exam, you get 8 hours of CPD. And once you become the certified person, you have to maintain your membership, right? You get something called ACSI membership, right? You become a member. You can write your name ACSI, right? And to maintain that membership, you have to also attend some seminars, some meetings, right? Some kind of networking. CISI conducts from time to time. You attend those seminars. They will issue a certificate. Yeah, this seminar was for 3 hours, 2 hours, right? So every year you have to achieve about 15, 16 hours. Then you can continue your membership. And membership also does not come free. There is a money to be paid, about 1,000 dirhams per year. Is that okay, madam?
Yes, understood. Thank you.
Next question. Now Ruby has come, so we'll start. We will not wait. We are waiting for her. Thank you. Okay, so let's go to our chapter today. Ready? All right. So this is our chapter number 1, financial services sector. The chapter under this, we will talk about the purpose and structure of the financial services and 4 questions from this chapter, right? And this chapter covers all these topics. Clear? And these are the key terms used in this chapter. Wholesale market, retail market, all these are the key terms in the topic, right? The purpose and structure of financial services industry. Financial services, what is it? We say economic services provided by financial industry is called financial services, right? What financial services you know? Lending and borrowing. Is it financial services or not? Selling product, right? These all are called financial services, right? When I say product, we will talk about financial instruments, right? Can anyone tell me one example of financial instruments? Financial instruments. Yes, shares, bonds, mutual funds, right? Those are called financial instruments. Clear? So basically, the financial services sector, they do not sell any physical products, right? All the products are electronic products, right? Your bank deposits also a product. Loan is a product. Mutual fund, options, derivatives, shares, bonds, all are financial products. Okay, we say financial instruments. Okay, Omar? We'll talk about the core functions of financial industry. One core function, investment management. Second, risk management. And third, payment system. This investment management is by whom? Investment bank, stockbrokers, mutual funds, portfolio managers, fund managers. They give you investment management services. Clear? Risk management, that is by insurance companies. Insurance companies sell insurance products. Clear? Payment system, that is by bank. So these are called 3 core functions of financial services industry sectors. Clear? The role of financial sector in economic growth, improve efficiency of financing decisions, better allocation of resources, and thereby economic growth. Financial sector is very huge, right? I would say in UAE, 60% of the jobs, or at least 40-45% jobs are in financial sector. How many banks are there? So financial sector contributing to a major portion of the economic growth, right? What are the institutions engaged in financial sector? When I say financial sector, I think about banks, right? So banks are not only engaged in financial services, there are various other companies, we say participants, right? Banks. So banks also can be retail and commercial, savings institutions, finance companies. Can someone tell me one name finance company in UAE? Mubadala and okay.
Team Finance.
Team Finance, right? Alfutan Capital, right? Those are finance companies. Investment banks, also called merchant bank, private banking, pension funds, insurance companies, fund managers, stockbrokers, wealth managers, custodians, and global custodians. They all are engaged in financial services sector. Clear till now? Okay. Yes, please. A very important question. Pension fund. What is pension fund? What is pension fund? So when you contribute to pension fund is an amount, is a corpus, is a capital, right? Many of you may be contributing to pension fund, but basically here it is available to UAE nationals, right? So pension fund scheme, the employer, the company runs pension fund schemes, right? So you contribute 500 per month. Employer, the company also contributes similar amount, right? That amount goes to a pension fund. Pension fund for the time being, you can say it's a department. That pension fund, whatever pensions or contributions are collected, that money does not sit idle in the bank. That money also gets invested. We say pension fund investments. So pension fund, that is the system of pension fund, right? So in the pension fund department, you may be a fund manager, right? All the money you can be engaged as a part of that fund. You can be also put your expertise and run that fund, pension fund. Insurance companies, they also have portfolio. The amount of premium they collect, they don't keep in the bank. They also invest in portfolio. Clear? Any other question? We'll discuss them one by one. This chapter is only about all these financial sector companies. Now, market also can be wholesale market and retail market. When I say wholesale market, we talk about companies, government, can be domestic or international companies. Wholesale market include international banking, derivatives, fund management, insurance, all are coming under wholesale sector. Retail sector talks about retail banking, right? Insurance, pension. Pension is retail or corporate. Pension is retail or wholesale. Pension plan. Because pension plan only by the individuals, it's coming under retail. Investment services. What are investment services? Execution only stock broking. we are discussing now what are the kinds of investment services available. One is called execution only service. Means what? You are a stockbroker. I am a client. I called you. Hey, can you buy for me 1,000 shares? So you are called execution only broker. Clear? You are not giving advice. So let's understand, any broker can have multiple services. One is execution only service, and second, advice, and third, management. So brokers also can manage your money. That's called wealth management. Now, what also, broker also can give you advice, recommendation, right? You say, I want to buy 1,000,000 shares of MR company. Can you please recommend, good or not? The recommendation is also financial service. So financial service can be execution only service, whereby the broker only carries out the instructions of the client. Client says buy, so broker will pass the order to the market, right? Client says I want recommendation, so that is also another service. Then client says I have no time, take my money, you manage. That's called wealth management. Private banking. What is private banking? So basically banking with high net worth individuals. Private banking. Financial planning and advice. What is financial planning? Financial planning is a very wide range of services included, right? Not only your management, your tax management, your estate management, your property management, all those things called together financial planning and advice. We'll discuss one by one. So till now, all clear or some doubt? Okay. I'm going very slow today. Okay. Because chapter 1 is very important basic topic. So we'll talk about the banks. Banks can be retail banks and commercial banks. Banks, what do they do? They accept deposits and give loans. They have branches. They provide internet banking, telephone banking. They also provide asset management, pensions, insurance. Banks also sell insurance products. Banks also sell pension products. Execution only. Banks also are brokers. Many banks, they also have departments or subsidiaries engaged in broking activities. Clear? Savings institutions, also called mutual society, jointly owned by individuals, means the members are natural persons, individuals. They, yeah, that's the company. Okay, if I tell you, suppose we 15 persons are there here, right? We can contribute 100 dirhams, right, to a fund. So any month you need money, you can take, right? That's called mutual society. Clear? So some people, they contribute some amount, right? And that amount can be lent to any of the members. That's called mutual society. Yes. So savings institutions also is a financial institution. Is a company.
National bond.
National bond, you can also take as an example. So you are contributing every month, right? So national bond is not a public company, right? Tomorrow, when they become large, maybe millions of members, they can be public company. But here, the savings institutions, members are only individuals.
So what about
National- Yeah,
crowdfunding?
coming. Crowdfunding will come there. It's coming up. Clear? Will come there. Saving products to retail customers. Right? So anyone needs money.
Savings institution, national bond, what other example?
Well, we have to possibly search in the internet if any that kind of company there. They will not ask you any name. But the concept is that you contribute, you save your money and put it here, right?
There are many DIFC in Dubai, but they're not that big, small.
Possibly we can get some names. Okay. When the saving institution becomes big, they transform themselves into banks and are quoted on stock exchange. When the member base widens, they become a big company. They can tell the government, please give us a license. We want to be a bank. Where members become shareholders. A process known as demutualization. It is no more mutual. What is mutual? Mutual means within a limited number of members. We say mutual. When the member base expands, so the savings institution become a large public company. So they are no more mutual. So that process is called demutualization. Clear? So you can say here, let's say, savings institutions are called by different names in different countries. In Spain, they say cajas. In North America, we call credit unions. And Australia, UK, we say building societies. So building societies are the names of savings institutions. Clear? Finance company. What is a finance company? Do they lend money or not? They lend money. Do they take deposit from the public or not? They cannot. Finance company, they are not banks. Banks are only allowed to take deposits from the public, right? So let's understand the characteristics of finance companies. They provide loans to individuals to finance purchase of items, example, cars. Other services also they provide called factoring. What is factoring? Factoring means buy receivables. Suppose you have a company, you have a lot of customers not paying money. That's called receivables. You can sell those receivables to Dunya Finance, DIM Finance. So they will chase and get the money. That's called factoring. So Dunya Finance is called factor. Factor means a company which buys out your receivables. So they will pay you money. Right? So if your asset is non-performing asset, clients are not paying, collection happening slow, how you will manage the company? You can sell those bad loans to another company, and that company is called factor. And the selling of receivables is called factoring. Clear or not? So let's say you have 1 billion dirhams outstanding. So that company can give you maybe 900 million. At least you got 900 to carry on your business. So 100 million they keep. That's called their fees, their profits. Clear? So they do not accept deposit because they are not banks. Raise funds. Now the question says, sir, you are saying they can give loans, but they cannot accept deposits from public. Then where do they get money from? They get money from the shareholders. They also take loans. They also issue shares, capital market. But finance company cannot accept deposits from the public. Clear, sir? Right? Cap means, let's say we 15 persons, let's say deem finance, right? There are possibly couple of local sheikhs. They have put money, right? Owners, right? And tomorrow, deem finance also can come to public. They can be a public company. So that's called capital market. Means they can raise money from the public, which is capital market. Challenger banks. We are discussing who are those entities engaged in financial services. We saw retail banks, commercial banks, savings institutions, finance companies. Now coming challenger banks. Challenger banks, they are small to medium sized, recently created retail banks in the United Kingdom. But challenger banks are also observed worldwide, not only in the United Kingdom. They compete directly with longer established banks and savings institutions. As the name says, banks, challenger banks, that means they are competitor to the large banks, specialized in areas underserved by the big banks. If I want, let's say $10,000 loan, maybe 10,000 dirhams, can I go to HSBC? But they will not entertain, right? They said our minimum loan 100,000. So for 10,000, I can go to challenger banks. They are quick and fewer products, not by legacy issues. Means the regulations are not that much stringent, and they don't have to have buildings, infrastructures. Generally, they operate through internet banking, right? You can say them. Okay. Now coming peer-to-peer. P2P lending, also called social lending. So let's understand the features of P2P. Right? This is my P2P. So P2P basically is a mediator. Right? What do they do? They connect lenders and borrowers. Suppose I have money to invest. If I put money in the bank, possibly how much I will get on the deposit? 5% also.
3%.
Okay, 5%. But I'm not happy. I want more. I can go to P2P company. So I will register myself as a lender. Right? Now you want money. Bank says, no, we cannot give you. Your credit score is not good. You can also go to them and register as borrower. Right? So you both of you can speak to each other. So borrowers and lenders, they are registered, right? So they are having access to speak to each other. I want loan at 5%, right? So you both agree, make a contract. Don't forget P2P. Give them some fees, right? So P2P, they don't lend, they don't borrow. They only liaise. They are only mediator between lenders and borrowers. So as a lender, they will get little bit more interest than the bank deposit. And as a borrower, he can also get at a lesser rate. Same borrower was rejected by the bank. Bank was charging, no, your credit score is not good. We can give you loan, but at 15%. But here you can get possibly 11%. So borrowers get at a good rate loan and lenders also get a better rate, right? And there will be a post-dated check. Now, if the borrower takes money and tomorrow he does not pay, is a tarnishing the brand of the P2P. So there is a post-dated checks kept. So this is the concept of P2P, also called social lending. Clear? So these are some examples of names of P2P, Upstart.com, fundingcircle.com. They are not in UAE. Possibly there can be some company there we have to search. I have not searched in UAE. Clear? Bespoke service. What is bespoke service? We say tailor-made service. For whom? For high net worth individuals. Right? In the bank, you have bespoke client, means the special client, high net worth clients. We say bespoke service, a service that is tailor-made, designed to fit one client's needs rather than offering them something pre-packaged. No, it's not a standard product. It's a tailor-made solution. We say bespoke service. Wealth management, estate planning, tax planning, insurance, lending, these all are coming under bespoke services. Okay. Next, shadow banking. What is shadow banking? Provide similar services to the banks but outside banking regulations. Borrow not only from ultimate creditors, households, but also from each other. Like your P2P, they are like your challenger banks and savings institutions. They also don't accept deposits from the public, and they are generally based in tax havens. What is tax haven?
Tax-free country.
Tax is not tax free exactly. It can be either tax free or low tax jurisdictions. They pose risk to the financial system, hence regulators are taking actions against them. As the name says, shadow banking. So they are something, some kind of, they are a threat to the government. That's why some actions are being taken against them. That's not a good, policy. So they range from pawnbroker. It's pawnbroker coming up here now. Tax haven is defined a country or place with very low effective rates of taxation, and some of the most important factors are no or nominal tax, lack of effective exchange information, lack of transparency, and no substantial activities. That is why many clients are opening account in offshore countries, right? So in the tax haven countries, the exchange of information is limited between the two countries. So you feel safer to park your money in those countries. Clear? Pawnbroker. What is pawnbroker? Is an individual or business. What they do? They give you loan based on personal property. So you give them your necklace, your jewelry, and you take money from them. That is prevailing in the village areas, pawnbroker. And they charge interest on a daily basis, right? So pawn is another form for collateral loan. So you give your valuable item and they give you the loan, like your Muthoot Finance and all. So we said they give gold loan. So that is a higher version of pawnbroker. So pawnbroker, they give you loan on some collaterals. Till now, all okay or some doubts? Online friends, all okay or some doubts till now?
So all
Okay.
clear.
Okay.
Yes, thank you. Investment bank, different from deposit taking commercial bank. So it means the investment bank, they do not take deposits, right? What do? They help finance raising, advisory, new issues, takeover, merger and acquisitions. These are the services provided by investment banks. Treasury dealing, investment management, securities trading, they provide advice for arranging finance and also floating on stock market. That's called new issue. So investment banker, often we say merchant bankers, right? They do advising services. They also do banking for governments, institutions and companies. They can be either a division of a bank or can be separate company within the group, right? So the difference between a commercial bank and investment bank is that investment bank does not take deposit, right? And their main services into advisory services, management services, fundraising services, right? Advising on mergers and acquisitions. Let's say one company, let's say whenever ADCB took over UNB, they definitely would have appointed investment bankers for the valuations and all. Clear? Let's say recently Lulu Holding, they came with IPO. Definitely they would have appointed investment bankers. Okay. So question says, what is prohibited for them? They cannot do proprietary trading. What is it? Trading in stocks, bonds, currencies, commodities within the firm, with the firm's own money, not allowed. So they cannot use their own money. They cannot invest their own money. That's called proprietary trading. Clear? So investment banks, they manage investment of others, but they don't have their own portfolio. They don't invest their own money. Why? Because they don't take deposits. They're only providing services. They don't have their own portfolio. Clear? That's called proprietary trading. Means own money. Pension fund, we discussed already. You can just have a look at it. Fund managers. Who is a fund manager? Managing portfolio of different types of clients. So who is fund manager? The person who manages the money is called fund manager. And who is wealth manager? Wealth manager not only manages your money, he also manages your financial planning. So wealth management is a broader scope than merely fund management. Fund means money. Clear? So fund managers can be of various types based on the clients. So number one, institutional fund manager, retail fund manager, and private client fund manager. Their clients can be pension funds, insurance companies, high net worth individuals, may be independent companies or divisions of larger entities such as insurance companies, banks. The fund management is also called asset management. So we'll discuss one by one the various types of fund managers. Let's say you are institutional fund manager, means you are managing the institutions like insurance company, pension funds. So when you are managing the money of bigger companies, you are called institutional fund manager. Clear? If you are managing the fund of a mutual fund, you are called mutual fund manager. Clear? Who is called institutional investor? Like big guys, we say high net worth individuals, right? We say it does not mean only companies. It also can be high net worth individuals. Elephants means massive financial power, right? They can move the market. What does it mean? How can they move market? Which market? Stock market, right?
Stock market.
Suppose I am having, let's say, 10 million shares of Etisalat, right? So I have the ability to affect the market price. If tomorrow I sell all 10 million shares, the price will crash, right?
Yes.
Next. So who is a retail investor? Is a non-professional who buys and sells securities through brokerage firms. So let me write here that clients can be categorized: one, retail, right? And then non-retail. Retail means only individuals. Non-retail also can be individuals and companies, right? These individuals are called professional, right? Means they have education, they have knowledge and experiences, and also money power. They are called professional investors. Retail client, you can say general public. Neither they have experiences, nor they have some kind of education and all. So they are called retail client. And retail clients, why the clients are categorized? Because various clients, they get various, you can say, protections by the regulators. Retail client cannot buy complex product. What is complex product? Complex product means the product which is not easily understandable. You know bond, but if I say convertible bond, something different. Convertible bonds are complicated financial instruments. Let's say options, derivatives, right? All are complicated financial instruments. That is not for retail clients. Clear? Custodian, also called custodian bank. As the name says, custody means they will keep your assets. Which assets? Equities, bonds. So they are the record keeper of your electronic holdings. You want to buy the stock, you are calling broker. Broker is passing the order to the market. And shares are with whom? Shares are with custodian. So custodian is the record keeper. Whatever holdings you have, custodian can give you a report. Clear? So custodian, what do? They arrange settlement. What is settlement? means exchange of money and shares is called settlement. If I buy shares today, today is Saturday, market closed. Let's say Monday. Today is Monday, right? If I buy stock, I have to pay on T plus 2. T means trading. Trading is Monday. So trading is Monday and T plus 2 means Wednesday is called settlement day. On that date, money will go and shares will come. That's called settlement. That settlement process is done by whom? The custodian. Clear, sir? Asset servicing. What does it mean? What is asset? Bonds, stocks, those electronic assets, right? So custodian is holding my assets. Bank is protector of my money, but custodian is the protector of my electronic assets, right? Now tomorrow, MR company is declaring dividends, declaring bonus. Custodian will pay you dividend. MR company will give the total dividend to the custodian. Then custodian will distribute. That's called asset servicing, right? So when you are getting dividend, you are not getting from the company. You are getting from the custodian. Clear? Custodians are the record keeper. They know who are the shareholders of MR. Accordingly, they distribute. So MR will give 1 billion dirhams to the custodian and they will distribute. That's called asset servicing. Second, any news about the company, any right issue, bonus issue, all those news also given by the custodian to the investors. That's called asset servicing. So one job, settlement. Second job, asset servicing. Third job, providing information. Fourth, managing cash transaction. That's also called settlement. Trade comparison and matching. So custodian does settlement. What is settlement? Simultaneous exchange of cash and shares. That's called settlement. So before the settlement, of course, there has to be matching of the trades, means transaction. So transaction matching and then settlement. Clear? Then trade comparison, but not with counterparty. What is counterparty? Now, let's say this is a broker, right? This is a buyer and here is seller, right? And this is DFM. That's your exchange. Now, buyer giving orders, seller also giving orders. Those orders are going to the market. Clear? Now, the buyer and seller are called counterparties. What do you say? Counterparties. So now here, let's say CSD, we say custodian. So custodian will take report from broker and also from market. So custodian, they don't have to speak to the seller and buyer. So trade matching, for the trade matching, custodian does not have to contact the buyer and seller. Hey, how much you bought? Seller, how much you sold? No. Custodian will contact the market and the broker. They will match the trading and they will settle. So buyer and sellers are called counterparties. Clear? Because buyer and seller, they do not know each other. Buyer is buying. Who is the seller? He will never come to know. So buyers and sellers remain anonymous. They will never come to know each other. I am selling the stock. I don't know who is buying. Market knows, but I don't know. Clear? Okay. Again, they do also forex transactions. They also do regular reporting on the portfolio performance. So you have all the stocks recorded with them. They have your portfolio. They can give you, you bought MRR 10 dirhams, now 15 dirhams. That performance also report you can get from custodians. Then stock lending and borrowing. What is stock lending? Udhari. So sometimes lending of stocks also required. That is short selling, right? We say options, derivative short selling. Short selling means you can sell the stock without you owning them. That's called short selling. In those cases, stock lending comes into picture. Stock lending and stock borrowing. This activity also provided by the custodians. Clear? So question could come, what they don't do? They do not do trading. They are not brokers. They don't do advising, and they do not do investing. So these three things they do not do. So what do they do? Cash matching, right? Trade matching, settlement, cash transactions, forex transactions, reporting, asset servicing, right? Your stock lending, stock borrowing, all those they do. But trading, advising, investing, they do not do. Clear, sir? Stock lending means, suppose I have sold some stock, but I don't have them to deliver. So I can borrow from the custodian. You can sell the stock without you owning them. So when the other person asking for delivery, you don't have the stock, you can borrow from the custodians. Clear? Little bit okay? Next coming, wealth management. So what is wealth management? Wide range of services that consisting of financial services that have a goal of preserving and enhancing clients' wealth, financial planning, secure lending, all are coming under wealth management. Wealth management is not only fund management. Fund management is only limited to managing the money. Wealth management means you are managing his assets, property, estate planning, tax planning, insurance planning, everything comes under wealth management. Clear? This chapter will be described in detail in chapter 7. Individuals, the clients, right? Individual clients, not corporate client. Individual clients can be categorized into 4 categories: mass affluent, high net worth individual, and mass affluent over $100,000 of investable assets, not net worth, investable assets. HNWI 1 million, very high net worth 5 million, and ultra high net worth 30 million. We have to memorize. Okay? Financial planning is different from financial advice. Financial planning by the financial planner, right? So financial planning is a different service that is done by the financial planner, right? Investment management done by the portfolio managers. So financial planning includes ongoing process, evolving plan of action, helping make sensible decisions about money and that can achieve the goals, not about buying the products. So financial planning is a larger scope, right? Your taxation planning, your education planning for your children, your, you can say, estate planning, your trust, your foundation, all are coming under financial planning, right? How to secure your future, all those coming under the financial planning. Financial advice. What is advice? Recommendation. one of recommendation at a single point of time. Advice can be two types. One is financial advice and second called portfolio advice. We say portfolio advisory services. Have you heard about it? Portfolio advisory. Let us understand what is called financial advice. It says one of recommendation at a single point of time. So this advice is one time. It's not a recurring. So customer came, he asked you some advice, you give them advice, take some money, khalas. Right? Then coming portfolio advice. So I am the client, you are my portfolio manager. Clear? So anytime you want to buy something, you will call me. You will recommend, Aditya, this stock is good, let's buy. Right? So anytime you feel there is some buying and selling required, you give me the advice and I will decide what to do. That is called non-discretionary portfolio management. Right? Again, we say portfolio management means a client money you are managing. Client gave you $10 million. You manage, Baba, I have no time. Right? So I can tell, okay, you are authorized to decide on the buy and sell. You don't have to call me midnight, can I buy or sell? So that is called discretionary portfolio management. Means it is up to your discretion. The fund manager he has full power to decide what to do, what to buy, what to sell. Clear? Without calling the client. Clear? But we have an agreement, we say investment policy agreement. In that agreement, we have already outlined my requirements, the boundary, what you should buy, what you should not buy. That's already decided. Let's say I can say, okay, don't buy alcohol company stocks. Example, right? So you don't have to buy that stock. So there is a boundary set, right? As per the terms, conditions, as long as you maintain those boundaries, you don't have to call me. So that's called discretionary portfolio management. Means you don't have to call to the client. Second coming, non-discretion. It means the client wants to decide. Whenever any buy and sell, you recommend me, I will decide whether yes or no. So I as a client, I want to have a grip on my portfolio. Clear? That's called non-discretion. Now coming financial planning, 6 steps: establish client relationship, collect information, analyze client's financial status, develop solutions, and implement, and also review. So any financial planning starts with establishing client relationship, right? You have to build a rapport. Next coming, collect information about what? About his health status, his family status, about his employment, sources of income, assets, liabilities, tax status. Many things are there. Then coming, analyze, then coming, develop solutions. So based on the requirement, you are giving him some kind of recommendations. Then implement and then review and monitor. So once you create a portfolio, it's not for lifelong. You have to maintain that. You have to review that from time to time. This again we'll discuss in detail in chapter number 7. Just read them. I go to here. Discrete wealth managers, commercial banks, stock brokers, fund managers, they also manage investment portfolios. Wealth managers manage portfolios on discretionary or advisory basis. That's called non-discretion. When I say discretion, it means The asset managers make decisions on behalf of the clients without needing prior approval, right? Advisor managers, they provide recommendations but leave the decision to the client. Private banking, focused on wealthier and end market, restricted their services to the wealthy or very wealthy individuals. So as I mentioned earlier, when I say private banking, it is for the high net worth individual clients. Okay. Wealth advice and management of high net worth individuals. This kind of service is usually bespoke basis. What is bespoke? Means tailor-made services, right? The products matching to the requirement of a particular client. It's not a standard or ready-made product. You have to design what the client wants. Family offices. Have you heard about it, family office? You have heard many places, right? A single family office and multi-family office. So family office is an advisory firm. So family office acting as an advisory and wealth manager may be a private company. So we 5 persons can create a company called family office, ABC family office, right? What do we do? We advise families, right? Large families. Possibly we can advise some big local sheikh, right? Not necessarily licensed by regulators. Family offices, private companies, they don't have to take license from the regulators. And they manage single family fund. So you are a big family in Dubai, right? We can manage your fund, your children's education, your property, all your business. We are called family office, right? So family office can be single family office managing the affairs of one family. We say single family office. We also can manage multi-families for cost effective purposes. That's called multi-family offices. Clear, sir? Philanthropic advisors. So services they provide maximize the impact of charitable giving. So we are philanthropic advisors, means we advise the client. If the client wants to donate, we will tell him, we will advise him where to donate, how to make most use of your donation. So we are called philanthropic advisors. Clear? Private investment office, PIO. Let's understand that. Independent specialist financial services firm, sometimes called multi-family office or boutique wealth manager. What do they do? The services they provide linked solely to the investment affairs of a client, highly personalized investment management and wealth services. They manage the risk, conduct due diligence, prevent fraud, and monitor asset allocation. Clients are very small number of ultra high net worth individuals, families, or institutions. So family office and PIO, the difference. Family office is managing the money of a particular family. Clear? And PIO, who are the clients? The clients can be very small number of ultra high net worth individuals. Families also can be companies. So PIO can also serve institutions, but family office, as the name says, family office, they only serve families. Clear, sir? Boring. Boring, no?
No, no.
Chapter 1 is boring always, right? After a long time, we are sitting for study. Yes or no?
Yes.
Remember, maybe before 5 years, you went to a class, maybe more than that. Now, suddenly, after office hour, coming to study, oh my God, I'm feeling sleepy. My eyes are closing down. Not me. Right? As and when we go further, you will enjoy the sessions. This theory chapter, I just can't say no, read and come, right? It's my obligation, right? Because this chapter is a fundamental chapter. It will open up a lot of things for chapters coming forward. Okay. So we are under 10 minutes, we'll finish. Portfolio management, also called investment management, focus on managing your money. Portfolio management, managing investment portfolio on behalf of private client or institution with primary focus on meeting clients' objectives. Hey, who can tell me what are the objectives of the client? Objectives means goal, your aim, objectives, goals.
To
What's your
maximize,
objective?
to maximize profit for the client.
Minimizing risk.
No, we are discussing the objective of a client. The objective
To buy
of
a car.
board.
his money.
Yeah. So
Making
what the
wealth.
client wants, client can say, hey, I want regular income. That's objective. Client says, hey, I don't want regular income. I have salary income coming, rental income coming. I want growth, appreciation. Client says, hey, I want regular income and also growth together. Client says, I want maximum growth. I want to be millionaire overnight. Maximum growth. It means only shares, give him stocks. Client says, hey, Baba, I cannot lose my money. I want my capital to be protected. So income, growth, income and growth, maximum growth, capital protection. These are 5 typical objectives of a client. If the client says, I want regular income, can you buy for him shares? Why?
Because that's a high risk, high return.
Shares do not give you regular income. You give him banking products, fixed deposits, bonds. Clear? Client says, hey, I want maximum growth. उसको शेयर ही पेल देना बस. Give him shares, stocks. Mutual funds are not maximum growth.
Stocks.
Right? Stocks can give you maximum growth and also
Maximum risk.
loss of capital. You can lose everything.
Yes.
So that's why we say equity, capital at risk. What do we say?
Capital is risk.
Equity, capital at risk. Equity means shares. So share, if you buy shares, you may lose all your money sometime. Okay. So just 5 minutes, we'll finish. Okay. Let's understand. Portfolio management can be conducted on following basis. What happened? Okay, let's understand. So services can be number 1, execution only service. The firm does not give, which firm? You can say brokerage company, right? They don't give advice. They only take orders. They carry out the instructions of the client. Client says buy this, they will pass the order to the market. They only do carrying out the instruction. We say execution only service. Clear? Now then coming management. It can be discretionary and also can be that we discussed already. You can go through. Now platforms, also called investment platform, the last page. Platforms are online services used by intermediaries to view and administer clients' portfolios. There are a lot of websites available which give you information about the stocks. You can also create a portfolio in those platforms.
Yeah.
let's say money control in India, equity master in India. You can create your portfolio. So those sites are linked to the stock market exchanges. Real-time price you can know. And every stock you have, there is also analysis available. So that is called online platform, right? You get all the information from those platforms. Now coming wealth management and technology. So the communications, online solutions, robo advices, these are the technology helping us to manage our wealth. So how the communication means latest apps, it's a digital app, including digital purchase and sale. So sitting at home also, you can buy the stocks from the mobile. We say communications. That way, the wealth management now becomes more effective. You don't have to call the broker. You don't have to open laptop. Just mobile also, you can buy some stocks. Robo advice. Also, online portal providing automated algorithm-based portfolio management advice without the use of human financial planners. As the name says, robo advice means robotic advice. Means system is advising you without any natural persons inside that. They charge monthly or annual fee based on the size of the portfolio. They provide digital advice based on mathematical rules and algorithms. So they advise something. Now, whether you decide or not, that's up to you. But they give you advices. But platform, they don't advise you. They only provide information. Robo, they advise you. Clear? Robo advisors can be suitable for a range of investors. So who would like to use robo advice? Those who don't have time, right? Those who are new, they may take the help of the robo advice. But after ICWIM Level 3 certification, you are not going to use robo advice. You will use your own expertise, right? So who needs robo advice? Beginners and those who don't have the time and who don't wish to hire an advisor. They can use robo advice. Finish. And understand, must be registered with appropriate authorities, subject to same rules and regulations as human advisors. Right? So this is your chapter 1. I wanted to do some question answers. Can you do something? Okay, let's say 10 minutes. Some are leaving. Oh, welcome, welcome. Right? Let's go. So in the LMS portal, you have these links there, right? Once you click the link, you get this window. Let's do. First question. Non-discretion.
Option B.
Option B leaves the investment
Right?
decision to the client.
Yes, very good. So under the portfolio management, there are two. One is discretion and second non-discretion. Discretion means it is to the discretion of the fund manager. He will not call the client. Non-discretion, he will always call the client, sir, can I buy this, sell this? That's called non-discretion. Good. Next.
Investment
That's okay.
bank.
Investment
There
bank.
are 87. We can do all.
D, investment bank.
That's correct. Let's go random. Hmm.
Portfolio advisory.
Advisory portfolio management.
Right.
Hmm.
So let me explain you, correct? Question says that fund manager, right, accepts responsibility. Means discretion. And why we say advisory? Advisory portfolio means every time there is a buy and sell call, right, you have to advise. Every time. That's called advisory portfolio service. Let's go further. Small, yeah, next, this one. Very good. So you are remembered, okay. Excellent. Next.
Intermediation.
Intermediation.
Value exchange.
A. I think it's A.
Correct. Hmm.
Custodian, sir.
Custodian, be custodian.
One question, custodians. You said that,
Both depositors and borrowers, sir.
bigger companies or
Depositors and borrowers.
bigger companies who issue IPOs and all, they allot custodians to manage the dividends.
Hmm.
Right? But nowadays,
D.
even banks.
I'll come there. Yeah, I'll come there.
Very deep.
Yeah. So I have a question here. Yes, tell me, sir.
They also have a lot of subsidiaries under them.
Correct, correct. So banks also can be, they also can have custodians. Yes. Banks also can enter into that kind of activity. Custodian needs a license, right? Bank also can create a subsidiary as a custodian. You know, it was like FAB custodian in Abu Dhabi also, right? Earlier it was called NBAD custodian. So banks, major banks also have their own custodian. Okay, next question. Okay, this one.
Derivatives.
Derivatives, A.
Let's go further. Okay.
Investment banks.
Investment banks. So in the previous question,
Huh.
I think I believe in this textbook related to that question. Managing risk.
Okay. Yeah, that's okay. Let's see. This one? Right. Okay. Which of the following is an example of how the services sector fulfill core function of managing risk, right? Managing risk can be done by insurance product, right? You want to manage risk of your like theft and all, you can take insurance product, right? Insurance policy. And you want to make up your losses. What you can do? You also can take derivatives, right? Which chapter 3 we study. Derivative means if you have bought some stocks and this is at loss, market price came down, right? You would like to buy some more. If you feel market price will rebound, you would like to buy more, yes or no? But possibly you have no money, right? So you buy derivative. So derivative is an instrument allows you to buy without paying. Right? And main concept is to reduce your loss. I bought 1 million shares at 15. Now price is 10. I am losing 5 million dirhams. I was maybe holidaying. I could not get in touch with the market. So what I will do? I will see if the price will further go down, I will sell it. But if I feel price will rebound, I will buy more. When I buy more, I can buy by paying cash, which is delivery. But I have no money. But I feel price will go up. Market says, hey, don't worry. You have no money, but we can give you facility. You book it now, pay later. That's called derivative. That is also to manage your risk. Risk of losing 5 million dirhams can be minimized by taking derivatives. You will get more on this chapter 3. Okay. Next.
Yes.
Okay. 2 minutes more. This one. No, that's okay. This one. So which services is not there under the wealth management?
Maybe.
Execute only. Execute only, sir.
Execution only services.
Least likely.
Execute only service.
See, wealth management means managing the fund, right? So brokerage company, when they are only carrying out instructions, they are not concerned with your wealth and all, right? So this is, see, if you have to select a relevant answer, this is a least likely, right? Even brokerage services also can be a part of wealth management. But out of the 4 choices, you have to select the least, which is the least one. Okay, so we are done, right? Yeah. Next, last question we will take for the day. This one. Structured as partnership, partners invest their money alongside the clients.
Private investment office.
Correct. So you read them, you will get all the things. Now we have come to the, we have now concluded chapter number 1. Okay. Only 4 questions from this chapter. So we have to go further, even though we have some time. But I'm keeping it limited to only 1 chapter. If I start next chapter, you will not feel good. Let the momentum be gained. Okay. We are stopping here now. Our next class will be on Monday at 7 o'clock. Monday and Wednesday, 7 to 9. It can be 9:20. So don't be surprised. Can be late sometimes. So be ready for that. Saturday, 6 to 8. And Monday and Wednesday, 7 to 9. Okay. So I thank all of you for your patience, right? And please read the notes, revise the chapter and all, and do the mock test. Only 1 mock test, 80 questions, not that difficult. 80 questions can be in 1 hour time. Okay.
The chapter 1 at home. Right?
Yes.
Only
And if possible, you can just have a look at chapter 2. That's better. Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
All right. Thanks.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.